All right, 1-1, rewriting rational numbers. So conceptual question, I can rewrite rational numbers and decimals. So this is the beginning of your Math 8 book right here. This is where we start. 1-1, this is no more technically review. This is our first Math 8 out of our book standard. So key terms, a terminating decimal. A terminating decimal such as 5/10 has an infinite number of digits, meaning it ends. Okay? Terminating decimals end. That's because that's what the word terminate means, right? End something. Your job is terminated. That position is terminated. The building is being terminated. The terminator was there to end things, right? So that's what that means. A repeating decimal has a block of one or more digits that repeat indefinitely. This is the kind where we can put the line on it, right? So examples, 3/10 repeating. That means it's this, right? But it also could be something like this, where only one of the digits repeats. It could be something like this, where multiple digits repeat. Okay, so make sure you get those all copied down, those examples. All right, because that'll help make sure you understand that definition. Okay, so we're going to first work on changing fractions to decimals. So fractions are parts of wholes, is how you were taught it before, but really it's one thing divided into four things, four groups, right? For one thing divided into four groups. So think about a dollar. If I have $1 and I divide it into four objects, we get quarters. So that's exactly what we're doing. The numerator divided by the denominator. This is a division sign right here. So we're going to go 4 into 1. So we can't do 4 into 1, right? That's 0. 4 into 1 is 0. So we add a decimal, we add a 0, and then we divide again. 4 goes into 10. Bring your decimal up, just like you would if you had a decimal. 4 goes into 10. Twice, it's 8. 2 left over. We add another 0 and bring it down. And 4 goes into 20 5 times. So 1/4 is equal to 25 hundredths. So you can see the 0 there. That's why I say make sure you put zeros in front of your decimals. That's because that's where they come from. Okay, it means there's no hole. We need to show that. So 1/3, same thing. We're going to put 3. I'm going to come over here just for space. 3 into 1. So 3 can't go into 1. Bring your decimal up. 3 goes into 10. 3 times it's 9. 1 left over. Wait, I got 10 again. That's just 3 again. And guess what? It's going to repeat. So we can put the line over both of them. We also could just put the line over one of them. So 1/3 is the same as 3/10 repeating is how we would read that. Okay, 3/10 repeating. All right. So fractions to decimals is just division. Pretty nice and easy. Now decimals to fractions can get a little trickier. When it is a terminating decimal, so A is a terminating decimal because it ends. See how it has a definite number of place values? It has 3 place values. That's it. Finite number. There's not more, there's not less. We read the decimal 825 thousandths, right? This is tens, hundredths, thousandths. So we read it 825 thousandths. Then we need to reduce it. So you can reduce it by whatever you need to. We can both tell, right, it's at least by 5. So let's divide these by 5. So 5 goes into 8 one time. I'm going to have 3 left over. 5 goes into 32 6 times. 2 left over. And 5 goes into 25 5 times. Then we have 10,000. 5 goes into 10 twice, and then it has those 2 zeros. Oh, we can reduce again by 5. So 5 goes into 16 3 times, it's 15, 1 left over. 5 goes into 15 3 times, perfectly even. 5 goes into 20 4 times, and then we have our 0. And then we're done. So just read the decimal, and that's your fraction. 825 thousandths makes 825 over 1,000. Now, repeating decimals are a little trickier. Okay? We first look at what this number is. That's your numerator. Okay, so we're going to go 37. We put it over nines. So there's 2 digits here, right? 2 digits equals 2 nines. Maybe I'll write it. Instead of 2 nines, I'll put it as like this, 2 nines. So we go like this, 99. And that's it. I can't reduce that, but if you did check that in a calculator, if you took 37 and divided by 99, you would get 37 repeating. Okay, go ahead and check it if you want to check it, but just take 37 in your calculator and divide it by 99, and you will get 37 repeating. Okay, so let's work on some more. We're going to change the fractions to decimals. So 11 into 5. 11 doesn't go into 5. 11 goes into 54 times. It's 44. We have to borrow this time. It's 6. Bring down a 0. 11 goes into 65 times. It's 54. Nope, it's not 54. 55. I don't know where I got 54 from. 55. We have to borrow. And we get 5. Bring down the 0. But look, I got 50 again. That was up here. 50. 50. It matches. So I know it's going to be a 4. But when it was a 4, I then got 60, so I know it's going to be 5. So guess what? This is 45 hundredths repeating. As soon as you see that pattern, stop. Do not keep dividing. I do not need you to find 4, 5, 6 digits. As soon as you see same number again, done. Okay, how about you pause and try 2 and 3? Or at least 2. You know what, do 2 and then I'll help you with 3. So pause, do 2, unpause, and then I'm going to do 3 with you, okay? All right, so for 2, you should have done 8 into 1. You should have it as 0, 1, 2 left over. Bring down your 0. That's 2, 16, 4. Yay, that's a nice terminating decimal, 125 thousandths. Okay, so for 3, the way I would do it is I would just put the 2 right here, put the decimal. Then I'd only deal with the fraction. 3 into 1. So 0, that's 3, right? We know this is 3 repeating, so we just stick the 3 here and put the repeating after the decimal. That's how you deal with mixed. So just put the whole number there and then only deal with the fraction and stick whatever you get behind the decimal, just like I did. So see, I put the 2, and then I found out it was 3/10 repeating, so then I stuck 3/10 behind the decimal and then drew my line. Okay? All right, let's pause again. Let's have you do 4. And then I also, this is a repeating, I'd like you to try 5. See if you can remember how to do 5 as well. And then unpause, so do 4 and 5, unpause, and then I'll do 6 with you, okay? Okay, so this is 12 hundredths, so we should have gone 12 over 100. This can be reduced by 2, for sure. That's 6 and 50. Oh, I can do by 2 again, so I should have just done it by 4. And I get 3 over 25. And that's my answer. And again, if you're not sure if you got your fraction correct, just take your calculator, take your numerator, and divide it by your denominator. okay? And I did get 12 hundredths. All right, so for this one, there's 2 digits. That's my numerator right there. So I go 57. There's 2, so I put 2 nines. That's all I have to do. 57 divided by 99, and you get 57 repeating, okay? We should check if it reduces. It looks like maybe it reduces by 3, 5, so 7. Yeah, so we actually can reduce by 3. If you didn't catch that, don't worry about it. That one's a little tricky because of the 57. We don't know that. We do know 99 because we know 9, so this gets me 33. And by the way, this is 19. So try your best. I know with the repeating and some of these bigger ones, really try to get the reduced form. We want the reduced form, okay? So if you didn't get the reduced form, that's okay. Just remember to try your best to get that reduced form. It will be an expectation to reduce, just like it was for this crazy one. All right, for 6, you're gonna kind of do the same thing we did up here. I'm gonna I'm gonna put the 1 here and put the decimal. I'm only gonna concentrate on my decimals, 4 tenths. I'm gonna go 4 tenths. I don't know why I put a decimal. Hold on, don't put a decimal up here. I lied, put a 1. There we go, ignore it. Now go 4 tenths. We can reduce this by 2 and get 2/5, and then you just write that, 2/5, like that. And there you go. That's all I gotta do. Okay, so the main thing to remember is that the fraction bar means to divide by. Keep dividing until the remainder is 0, right? That's a terminating decimal. Or they repeat. Add zeros after the decimal point as needed. Okay, so we're mainly concentrating on changing decimals to fractions because changing fractions to decimals is division, which is something we do kind of all the time. So we really want to concentrate on decimals to fractions. This is number 1, if that's confusing, put a circle around it. It's 1 and 99 hundredths. This is number 2, it's a repeating, so be careful, that's a little tricky. And then that's 15 hundredths, okay? So independent practice also must be done to get credit. Until next time.